Welcome back to episode 20 of our Paragon Top 5 Plays, where this week's winner will win a Masters Pack. Remember, for your chance to be featured in this series, send your clips to www.paragooners.com. A link will be in the description below. Psycho Chris 92 on Riktor is a bit late to his lane and Sparrow is in trouble against 3 enemy heroes, but that doesn't stop him as he charges in, focusing Murdock, taking him down with such ease. He doesn't stop there though, as Sparrow manages to kill Howitzer. Chimera comes in to avenge his allies' deaths, but Psycho Chris is here to save the day as he body blocks Chimera from landing that final blow on Sparrow, and with the help of Rampage they're able to take down Chimera, turning what started out as a tricky situation for Sparrow ended up being quite profitable. Runner 4800 on Murdock and his buddy Trugo on Steel are definitely a pair you don't want to run into. As Steel protects Murdock, Twin Blast gets caught out of position and Trugo lands a great ult. He follows it up with a charge, knocking both Sevarog and Twin Blast in different directions, allowing Runner to pick off Twin Blast. With Sevarog unable to defend the tower against Murdock's range, the tower is left undefended and falls. Grim tries to sneak up from behind, but he's not as sneaky as he thinks as he gets spotted by Murdock and the damage continues. With the help of Steel, Grim dies, but Runner and Trugo aren't done yet. Murdock and Greystone are incoming, and as the enemy Murdock comes in from behind, with the help of Sevarog they start to do some real damage to Runner. He uses his knockback to put some distance between them while Steel starts attacking them from behind. Both Sevarog and Murdock die, and with Greystone coming in a bit too late to the party, he joins the rest of his allies in the graveyard. Spam and Eggs is in trouble as a Grim GTFO takes him down to well under a quarter health. Chimera is racing in to finish him off, but Mewy on Howitzer spots the danger. He fires off his Make It Rain ability, which rains bombs everywhere, uses his R2000 missile to finish off Grim, and then goes to work on Chimera, who decides to retreat to safety. Mewy backs up under his tower, but Rampage decides to dive it. Obviously, he forgot to check the patch notes as Mewy takes down Twin Blast and uses his mind to push himself to safety and also finish off Rampage. D9 Pasha on Gideon heads to the middle lane when Howitzer uses his Make It Rain ability to isolate Grux from his allies. The enemy team immediately pounce, but Gideon comes to Grux's aid with a huge ult, catching all 4 enemies inside his black hole. Steel comes in with his ult as a long arm of the law from Murdock goes down and a smash and grab from Grux to finish them off. What started off as a bad situation was turned around by some fantastic teamwork. Seeza on Riktor is a master when it comes to his chains. He pulls Sparrow, uses his ultimate, and Murdock finishes her off. He absorbs all the damage from Greystone and Iggy, but now it's time for payback. Sparrow has fired off her ultimate as Iggy tries to escape. Seeza lands another Whiplash, and again with the help of Murdock, Iggy falls. Greystone is so low, but he manages to escape with his leap. However, with 3 enemies out of the game for 60 seconds, it only makes sense that they push the tower. Murdock lands his long arm of the law, forcing Greystone into his reforged ultimate. As he comes back to life, Seeza is there to land a Whiplash, allowing his allies to pick him off. Oh, but you thought Seeza was done. Nope, as he lands yet another Whiplash onto Murdock, and the entire enemy team are now wiped off the map. Congratulations to Seeza for winning this week's Paragon Top 5 Plays. His pulls definitely allowed his team to win that team fight, and honestly, they're not as easy to land as he made it look. The first bonus clip this week comes from JackOzzy1, who lands a fantastic long arm of the law, practically blind, onto the All Prime boss to steal the All Prime for his team. The second bonus clip this week comes from Pirelli, who is retreating after having just taken the enemy's inhibitor. Unfortunately, her Murdock gets caught and she tries to help him, but it's of little use. Pirelli continues to retreat, but walks right into a well-timed route by Sevarog. The enemy team are right on her tail as Sevarog knocks her away from Steel towards the shadow pool. In the shadow pool though, it is said magical things can happen as Pirelli comes out dodging every single shot thrown at her, using those 2 legs of Twin Blast to weave out of a tricky situation and dodging a Murdock snipe to get away safely. I hope you enjoyed this week's Paragon Top 5 plays. Hit that thumbs up button if you did. Be sure to submit your clips to www.paragooners.com and I'll see you guys soon.